So I'm sitting here with one of our customers, Melanie Mason. She lives here in Canyon City. Appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Oh, absolutely, Ben.
Yeah, it means a lot.
To be here.
So if you could tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, yeah.
Well, I grew up in the area. I've been in Fremont County for about 20 some years. Been around Colorado a little bit, overseas a little bit as well. But I came back here to start my family, and currently I'm a licensed insurance agent and I own my own agency here in Canyon City. My husband works at the steel mill in Pueblo, and we run a couple of businesses as well. We run a laundromat, and then we also do a real estate investment company. And we've been in this home for about 6 years, and we just put solar on in the last couple months.
So before we went ahead and spoke and met each other, what was your knowledge on solar? Where were you at with that? And I guess what was your opinion on it?
So that's interesting that you asked that, because it was not really something that I was really interested in. I'd always seen it as something that wasn't viable because it was too expensive. So I had a customer of mine from my insurance agency that actually you guys had installed some solar on her house. And so she called me and said, hey, I need to add some coverage to my policy. And I said, well, why? And she said, well, I'm having solar installed. And I said, well, okay. So we added the coverage, and she kind of talked to me a little bit about it and said, it was something really viable for her. And so I thought, well, you know what? We ought to give it a shot. Let's call her, and let's call these guys and see what we can do. So Ben came over, he talked to us and just, really sold us on the whole idea. There's the tax credit situation, which is really important, but also it's something that as you're looking into the future that you can say, I'm reducing pollution, but I'm also making my lifestyle more viable over the long term. But this is one of the things that we can do to reduce costs, and so it just really made sense for us. So we had it installed on our house and on our business, and we're seeing some of the benefits of that, and we're really happy with it.
Well, that's great. Yeah, and the customer that went ahead and a customer of yours, which is actually also a customer of ours, she's a sweetheart. That's Rose Burner. Mm-hmm. Yep, I know. Yeah. Maybe I don't know if I should be saying that out loud, but shout out to Rose Burner. She's a big sweetie. She actually went ahead. Yeah.
So even though the cost of solar is kind of a little bit of an outlay initially, we were able to finance it and made the payments definitely more affordable and certainly less than what the utility company is charging us every month. And so it just made like it was like a no-brainer type of sense for us.
As you were figuring out in terms of like monthly savings for your home and your business, about how much did you end up, what it ended up being?
Yeah, so between the two places, it ended up being about $250 thereabouts a month in savings from our current expenses with the utility. Yeah, so one of the things I would say to somebody that's looking into installing solar on their home or just curious about it, I would tell them that, you know what, you got to check it out. Definitely Solarise, particularly, they're great guys. They know what they're doing. They've been doing it a long time. And they're willing to work with you, and they're willing to help you get what you need when you need it. And just solar in general, it's kind of like, for us personally, looking at it from a business perspective, we would be stupid not to. I mean, if you have the rebates, you have the means and the opportunity, and it saves us money every month, why wouldn't we do it?